Hey, Sandra. I see you still haven't transferred this month's $500 into my account. I'm assuming that you're already on your way home from work now, so be a doll and stop by the bank to do that for me, yeah?
Wait, what? What are you talking about, Mom? I sent you the money last night. You told me that you got it.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm still waiting for this month's $500. You still haven't given me any money this month.
Yes, I did. I'm literally looking at my bank statement right now. You literally said yesterday that you got the money. I transferred it before going to see Toby.
Toby? Toby who? What do you mean?
What do you mean? Toby is in my brother? Toby is in your son? I was in your house when I transferred the money and I saw him down the hall listening in on our conversation. But I know how all Toby thinks about is money. You've really got to do something about him, Mom.
Oh, right. Now that you say that, I do remember getting the money yesterday. Oopsie, I guess I must have forgotten. But anyways, you paid me and that is that. There's no need to drag your brother into this, you know.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say, Mom. I'm just glad you remember getting the money. Anyways, I'm just about to get off the bus and walk home, so I'll talk to you later.
Hey, Sandra, what is the meaning of this, huh? I just saw your pay stub. Is this real?
You saw my pay stub? What are you talking about, Mom?
I mean, I saw how much you get paid a month. Do you really only make about $1,000?
Sorry, what are you talking about now? I seriously have no clue. Where are you getting that number from?
I'm the one asking the questions here. Do you understand me, young lady? But I guess this makes sense. It explains why when last month I tried to get an extra $500 out of you, you started squirming and acting all cheap. Though I understand it now, if I really did get that extra $500, then you'd be left with nothing for the month. You must have really been freaking out.
Hold on a second, Mom. I seriously have no idea what you're talking about right now. I actually don't think that I've ever told you how much money I make, but I can assure you that it's much more than just $1,000 a month.
But I am looking at the pay stub right now. Are you really going to try and say that it's wrong when the numbers are all right here in front of me?
Well, that's why I'm confused. My work hasn't issued paper pay stubs to me for years now. I get them all digitally, so I have no idea what it is that you're looking at.
What do you mean?
I mean that they send me a file that you have to open on your phone or a laptop to see my pay.
But I have the proof right in front of me. You know that your brother and I really rely on you for money. How could you hide the fact that you make so little from us?
Once again, Mom, I don't know what document you think you're looking at, but I promise you that I make a lot more money than you think I do. Can you just please tell me where you even got the piece of paper that you have in the first place?
I found it in the safe in the living room, if you must know.
I'm not sure why you think I'd hide my pay stubs in your living room safe, but please trust me that you're mistaken.
I don't believe you. You can't change my mind because I'm already holding the proof that you're a liar right here in my hands.
And just what makes you so sure that it's mine?
Honestly, Sandra, you need to learn to stop questioning your mother. The more important thing you should be asking is why you make so little. Your little brother brings at least $10,000 home every month. If that is all you have to show for yourself, then I don't need you.
Sorry, what did you just say? You think Toby earns $10,000 a month? Are you serious?
What is so funny about that? Of course he makes that much.
Mom, Toby hasn't even graduated college. Where is he getting all of that money from?
You just don't know your brother like I do. I know he may seem odd, but deep down, I know for a fact that he's a business genius and can do whatever he sets his mind to. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he's already started his own business while in school and is just raking it in right now.
Mom, you can't honestly believe any of that. That is just wild.
I don't want to hear any more excuses from someone as useless as you. Just get out of my life already.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Are you really being serious right now?
Of course. Who do you think you are, talking to your own mother like that when you barely earn anything? Now that I know how much my little boy makes, I don't need a parasite like you buzzing around waiting to suck my blood.
Well, okay, Mom, if that's really what you want. But are you sure about this?
Of course I'm sure. What did I just tell you about questioning your mother? Just do what I say. I'm not afraid of taking more drastic steps if you really want to turn this into a fight.
No, Mom, I don't want this to turn into a big fight. But let me just say that you're gonna regret this in a big, big way.
What do you mean? Why would I regret this?
Because I'm the one making $10,000 a month.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Do you really think I'm gonna believe such an obvious lie? You're just trying to take credit for all the hard work that your little brother does, but I won't believe your lies. You're cut off.
Oh, really? I'm cut off, huh? Me, the one who gives you $500 every month? Well, okay then, Mom. Have it your way, I suppose.
Is it true? Did Mom really chase you off?
Hey, Toby. Yes, I'm afraid that it is true.
But you aren't just gonna leave me to deal with her on my own, are you? I don't know how I'm supposed to go on living if it's just gonna be the two of us. Oh, she drives me crazy. I really want to try and find a job, but I'm so worried about how I'll handle it mentally at this rate.
Oh, Toby, I know. I really am sorry. I never wanted things to happen this way. I know it won't be easy on you. But Mom was threatening some kind of legal action or something if I tried to argue with her.
You know, I think that it was after Mom and Dad got divorced that she really started being hard on you. I've never said this before, but I think that she sees a lot of Dad in you and really resents you for it. Ever since then, I think she's always been looking for a way to chase you away as well.
Well, you might actually be right about that. Although it's a bit late to do anything about it now. But after all, we both know that Dad left Mom because he just couldn't handle the constant state of stress that she kept him in.
I know. That's why I'm so worried about myself right now, actually.
Well, Toby, there's something that I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, of course, sis. What's up?
Mom said that you were making $10,000 a month. Is that really true? Do you have any idea what that might be about?
Wait, she really said that about me?
Yeah, she really did. She seems to think that it's you earning that much when in reality that's actually how much I make. I don't know, do you have any idea where she might have gotten that idea from?
You know what? I think I might know what it could be. In my room, I stuck up an old pay stub of yours for $10,000 on my wall.
Wait, what? I thought you grew out of that. When did you start doing that kind of stuff again?
Well, the truth is that I really just want to be like you, and I thought that if I had that as a kind of goal to work towards in my room, that it might help motivate me. But you know how Mom has always had a bad habit of coming into our rooms without asking? I guess she must have done that one day and saw it.
Well, I guess that makes sense. But do you have any idea where she got a pay stub for $1,000 that she thought was mine?
There was another pay stub? I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, it was really weird. She kept talking to me about some documents she had that showed I was only making $1,000 a year. She didn't really tell me what it was or where she got it from, so I was curious if you knew anything.
Oh, you know what? That might have just been from my part-time job.
You keep your pay stubs from work in the safe in the living room?
Yes, actually. I don't have a safe in my room, so I figured that it's the best place to keep it in the house.
You can be an odd one sometimes, you know that?
Maybe just a little, yeah.
So basically you're telling me that Mom saw a pay stub from your job and assumed it was mine, and an old pay stub from my job and thought it was yours. And she figured that proved I was some kind of parasite and would justify her cutting me out of her life?
I still don't believe it, even when you write it all out like that. It's just crazy.
How does that happen? She must have not even bothered to check the names on the stubs.
It sounds that way, yeah. But doesn't this mean that it's all my fault? I am so sorry, Sandra. I never ever meant for this to happen. I didn't do it on purpose, I swear.
Hey, it's okay, Toby, really. It isn't your fault in the slightest.
But I still feel bad.
Well, have you ever considered moving out of the house?
What, me? Leave the house?
I mean, it isn't like you really enjoy living with Mom that much anyways, right? Besides, she scared Dad away and hasn't even had a job for 7 years. To be honest, I don't think she even realized that I've been supporting her this whole time. But if she doesn't find a job soon, she's gonna have no choice but to live off of her Social Security.
Yeah, I think you're right. Sandra, I just wanted to say that I am so sorry for also basically leeching off of you all these years.
It's fine, Toby. I knew that you were always grateful for it, unlike someone else. But you know, I have a spare room at my place, and I wouldn't mind letting you move in with me at least until you graduate.
Really? I don't know. What would Mom say?
Something negative, I'm sure. But if you're really worried about your mental state, don't you think it's best to get out of there as soon as you can?
That's true, isn't it? Well, if it is okay with you, then I would really appreciate it.
But if you live with me, I want you to start going to school full time. Is that something you think you can do?
I can, I promise. It may take some getting used to, but I promise to work hard.
I'm really, really happy that you said that, Toby. Now, I think the best way to do this is to start to move your stuff out of the house little by little so that Mom doesn't notice. Then we'll wait for when Mom is going to be out of town and move the rest of your stuff out. So let's try and find out Mom's schedule, and then we can go ask some friends to help us move.
Wow, this is incredible. I can't believe this is really happening. Thank you so much, Sandra. You have no idea how much it means to me. Sandra, I heard this weekend that Mom is going out of town to stay with a friend. She won't be home the whole time. Now is our chance.
All right then, we'll get started on it this Saturday. Thanks for the info, little bro.
Sandra, are you there? You pick up this phone right now. I can't find your brother. I don't know where Toby is. Do you have any idea where he might have gone? I've tried calling him over and over again. If you have any clue, you have to tell me. I am being serious.
Sorry, you're asking about Toby? I heard that he was thinking about moving out of the house, but I really have no clue what he could be up to.
What? He wants to move out of the house. What are you talking about?
I'm just telling you what I heard. To be honest though, I'm pretty sure he's been wanting this ever since he started college. Have you really never noticed until now?
I have no idea what you're talking about. But I've already used up all the money that I brought along with me on this trip and only have $50 left. I need to know where your brother is so that I can ask him to wire me about $1,000.
But if you took $1,000 from him, then he wouldn't have anything left in his paycheck.
What do you mean?
Mom, really? Haven't you realized it yet? The pay stub that you took out of the living room safe wasn't mine. It was Toby's. I really wish you would have just looked more closely at the full name. Then you would have seen for yourself.
Wait. No. What are you saying? I actually brought that pay stub with me. Oh no. It really is Toby's. You weren't kidding.
See, I told you.
But in his room, he had a pay stub for $10,000 on the wall.
Oh, right. You mean that pay stub. That was actually one of my old ones. He told me he hung it up in his room as a way to motivate himself.
So then, that pay stub was really yours all along?
It seems that way, yes.
Well then, you need to send me some money right now. I need you, Sandra. Your mother needs you.
And why should I help you?
Well, because I don't know where your brother has gone. But if you really do make that much, and he really does make that little, then I need you to start taking care of me again. I don't have anyone else I can turn to. Okay, it's decided. You're back in the family. You're even welcome to move back in with me if you want. You can have your brother's old room.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
But why not?
Well, the lease for that house is up for starters.
Wait, what do you mean the lease is up? We don't have a lease.
Well, you do remember that house actually belongs to Aunt Carol, right?
Of course I remember that. What does that have to do with anything?
Aunt Carol is Dad's older sister. After we told her how you were treating me, she decided she had no reason to let you stay in the house any longer. She thinks you should at least take care of yourself for a while if you can't even take care of your children.
You can't be serious about this. This has got to be some kind of joke.
Mom, did you even stop and think for a second about all the people who support you in your way of life? Do you even realize how much aid you get from others?
What are you talking about? The most I ever got was the $500 a month from you.
I'm not talking about the damn allowance that I gave you on top of everything else, Mom. But did you really not even consider that Aunt Carol was paying all the property tax for our place without charging us anything? Not to mention the cost of food, water, heating, taxes, and all of the other expenses it costs to maintain a house and a family. After Dad left us, do you know who had to cover all of that? It was me. I paid for everything.
You can't be serious, right?
I don't know how you ended up like this, Mom, but something tells me it started with you getting everything you ever wanted handed to you. But now you've driven away your children with your selfishness. You've made it so that you'll have to support yourself from here on out.
But you guys wouldn't do something like this to me.
By the way, just so you know, this morning after you left, I started to help Toby move out of the house and away from you.
I don't believe this. Sandra, I am going to see you right now. Tell me your address so that I can meet you there. If you don't tell me where you are, then your aunt is going to arrive here soon, and I don't think she has good news for me. Please, you have to tell me where you are at right now. You need to hide me from her. You know how much your dad's sister scares me. Sandra, are you there? Pick up the phone when I call you.
My aunt may be single, but unlike my mooch of a mother, she really is a self-made woman with a good head on her shoulders. When my aunt finally did arrive, she wasted no time in kicking my mom out of the house. And with my mom and Toby both out, she put the house on the market. My mom found a job delivering papers and finally started to learn the basics of responsibility. It wasn't long before she started texting Toby and I, crying about her new situation. At our aunt's suggestion, we changed our numbers to avoid her. Now my brother and I live together peacefully, each working towards our own goals in a healthy and cooperative manner.